I think fundamentally the challenge of economics, or when we design economics, we're designing social arrangements to negotiate our creativity and our vulnerability. That is essentially the economic problem. It's not just by product. Creativity is more than production, right? How do we bring our creativity out, and how do we get protected from our vulnerability in the context of living in community with others? And I think that's why Manjula described jobs as one of the things to think about also, because it is a source of vulnerability. In that light, I think in the post-COVID world, I know that we are being, I couldn't talk about interdependence and independence, and that's what I'm doing right now to answer the question on a post-COVID world. Both globally and locally, we hear voices inviting us to retreat into individualism or less dependence. Grow your own tomatoes, grow your own pepper in your back garden, become less dependent on other human beings, and that is how you protect yourself. I think that view is in contrast to what we have experienced in the past, and what I think Dhanushan also argues through trade, that it is in our interdependence that we actually flourish and succeed, because the job that I do has a lot to contribute, can be useful to other people, not just to myself. If I try to be independent and try to do for myself all the things that I need done without depending on others, I will do them less well. So Dhanushan's idea of trade really applies. The market is a way of trading our work and our creativity, and I call it negotiating with others, including negotiating our vulnerabilities. So I would say this invitation to be extremely individualistic, and we get it at a global level to say we should shut down trade. Sri Lanka should be somehow Swayamposhita Ratak, independent. And we get that at the individual level, that every household must be now independent of the farmer. I think if we go in that direction, we might create calamity, both for the Sri Lankan farmers, as well for the nation, because I think, and that may be where the ideological or question of debate is important, that interdependence has enormous capacity to actually enrich and protect all of us. And we should be careful many people who are anti-Western, in a sense, have embraced Western individualism in a way that is quite surprising. Because the idea of Swayamposhita or self-sufficiency is an invitation to extreme individualism, rather than to create a bigger society in which we are able to protect ourselves.